I'm going to talk about something that has been irritating me a lot. YouTube is really awesome because we can learn a lot. We can read reviews on stuff we want to buy. We can, be entertained. There's just so much we can do with YouTube. But then the downside of it is a lot of people, especially with big channels, talking about stuff they have no clue about, and just making assumptions and stating stuff as fact, and influencing gullible people. We've got to admit, there are a lot of people out there that are just stupid and gullible. It's just a fact. And then they follow these YouTube channels and believe everything they say. And it just perpetuates, false rumors and whatever. So let me talk to you about something. I have been in the psych field for many, many years. I know what I'm talking about. I'm also bipolar 2. There's bipolar 1 and bipolar 2. Bipolar 1, people usually have to be hospitalized. They're just manic. They'll just say and do anything. That's like your Kanye West, your Mariah Careys. Those are bipolar 1s. Bipolar 2 are calm. You might get hypomanic, but you're never just out there. You're usually not hospitalized. You are functioning. You think clearly. You just get a little bit of extra energy at times. You might still do some risky stuff, but it's nowhere intense as bipolar 1. So I just wanted to describe that for you. So I'm not psychotic. I'm not manic or out of my mind or anything like that. I am passionate, though. I do get the passionate side of bipolar. But I just wanted to explain the difference. Anyway, I know mental illness very, very well because I've worked at state facilities, hospital, and standalone. I've been around the gamut. I've been around people not guilty by reason of insanity, people with all types of a mental illness, from stuff that's minor to stuff that's very severe. I've worked with children, teens, and adults, so I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, the thing that has pissed me off is people making a big deal about him wearing gloves, latex gloves. Now, if this were not a murder case, it would be different. So since it's a murder case, I understand suspicion and speculation. No problem speculating, but don't say something is 100% sure. And that's what a lot of idiots are doing. Even people that I like their content, they're saying stupid stuff. Stop saying anything is 100% sure when we don't know. First of all, if you are going to try to keep your prints off of something and everything, you're probably going to wear some other type of glove. You might wear latex, but you probably wouldn't. We did have a thing called COVID, and lots of people were wearing latex gloves, including me. And we know he has a mental illness, and we know he's OCD. So that brings out a whole nother animal. OCD can also be in a combination with other psych disorders. Like I have some OCD traits because when I get obsessed with something, I'm OCD about it. OCD people, which he seemed to have certain quirks, and he seemed to have a lot of quirks, and people even said this. So his quirky things were normal to him. People that are germaphobes will wear gloves. People that don't like touching nasty things will wear gloves. He wore gloves taking out trash. That is not abnormal for a person that is a germaphobe or OCD. I can't bear the thought of washing dishes without thick gloves. I can't stand to touch it. I can't stand to think about it. I can't stand my hands to be in that filth. I have to wear gloves if I'm washing dishes. Most people don't have to. They're fine with it. I can't stand it. So you've really got to think about all possibilities before you say something is set in stone. You don't know if he was wearing gloves because he was trying to get rid of evidence and didn't want his fingerprints on it, or that he was wearing gloves because of his OCD, germophobia, or just not wanting to touch trash. People are so ignorant and they only think of one possibility. Oh yes, he was wearing this because he trying to not have his fingerprints on something. You know, it's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. I heard that so much. So many idiots saying it's so odd to wear freaking gloves. You know, when we were in the times of COVID and people just having quirks. Stop saying something is definite. Stop saying he was definitely trying to hide it, make sure his fingerprints didn't get on something. You don't know. You're not him. Is it a possibility? Hell yeah. An intelligent person will look at all possibilities. But look at all possibilities. Was it his OCD? Was he a germaphobe? Was he like me that just can't stand touching nasty stuff? Think, people. Use your brains. Stop listening to these YouTubers and believing every freaking thing they say. There are possibilities. I'm not saying he 100% wore gloves because of mental illness. And I'm not saying 100% that he wore gloves to make sure his fingerprints didn't get on anything. We don't know. We do not know. Okay? So YouTubers, stop saying that stupid stuff. Investigators that should know better, stop saying this stupid stuff. And that's what I've hated about these so-called investigators on this case. They have said some of the most stupid, ridiculous crap on earth, making it sound like it's set in stone when they haven't known what the fuck they were talking about. And they have been wrong on so much, you know. And you have these investigators, you know, that are a million years old. They're not with the new times. And they're saying, oh, yes, he wore those gloves because he was covering his fingerprints. He didn't want them on something. You don't say that if you're a professional and you have any intelligence, because you don't know. So my whole point is, people, use your brain and think that there could be more than one reason for a person doing something. If you like honest, intelligent, thought-provoking videos where a person doesn't mince their words, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you are triggered or a pussy, then don't watch my videos because I will offend you. I don't have comments on my videos because I know I would get a lot of people that are just fucking stupid commenting. And I'm not the type of person that deals with stupidity well. And I don't want to spend my time arguing with idiots and cursing them out. So that's why I keep comments off. But hopefully when my channel gets bigger, I will do some lives and stuff. And, you know, then I can hash it out with idiots then, as well as, you know, talk with open-minded, intelligent people as well. So I do hope to do lives one day. But anyway, hit that like button and that subscribe button, and I hope you have a wonderful day or evening wherever you are.